Now that I have my cameras laid out, I just need to start doing some blocking of animation on each one of those things. So I'm going to start by saying, okay, my first camera, for how long do I want it to stay on frame? And I could just say, okay, I can keep the camera there for about 2001, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, maybe 4 seconds with me, which means about 96 frames. Um, and I'm going to actually uh, unlock my camera. I'm going to just do a slight zoom in, very, very subtle. I'm going to just start a bit wider so I can just give a little bit of a chance. So I'm going to select my camera and I'm going to just say, go under animation and just say key so that I go that and I go to frame 96. I'm sorry, um, yes, 96, which is 4 seconds. I'm just going to just slightly zoom in, very, very little. You don't want to abuse it. So you can play back. There we go. So the camera is easing in and easing out already. And I'm going to start changing my name here. So I'm going to call camera 1. I'm going to just shorten it so it's a bit faster. Cam 01 underscore frame 0001 underscore 0096. That way I know my frame range already. So you can see it right there. Alright, and my camera is easing in and easing out as we look at my graph editor. Camera, you see it translate in Z. There is a slight, it's in and it's out. That will make the camera a bit subtle. I usually do and I recommend you to be very, very subtle with camera moves. Don't make them too drastic. It's always a bad idea. You make big moves, you make your audience dizzy. All right, and the next shot will start from camera two. Camera two we're going to start in frame 96. So frame actually 97, and I'm going to say my character is going to maybe be there, look out, and we let the audience kind of focus, and we're going to figure out a way for us to highlight the bucket at some point. Maybe we do a little sunbeam or something that makes it visible in the distance. So I'm going to just make sure I get my object, and I'm going to just start um, with it like there. I'm going to say it's going to do maybe a couple bounces, boing, boing, and then look over, and then we let the audience look in the distance, and then he probably just holds there for a second, or maybe bonks one more time before winding back or rolling back to jump off in the air. So let me try to do that. So that means that maybe he's going to be on this shot. Let's try to do it for other for let's try to do it for 5 seconds to see how that goes. So I'm gonna start. Let's try to get my calculator on because I'm not good with math. So I'm going to do here my calculator. I say 5 times 24 is equal 120 frames. So from 97 plus 120 will be to 240. What? 97 frames plus 120, 217. So it goes from frame 97 to frame 217. And again, I'm going to select my camera. Well, I don't need to unlock it because this camera won't move, but I'm going to select it. I'm going to change it. So it's going to be camera 02 from 0097 to 0217. Right? That way I have my camera name right there, and I'm going to do the blocking of my animation right there. So I'm going to just start by having my character maybe slightly behind. He's going to jump ping ping, and I can go here and sketch my idea. So it's going to be like bing, bing, rotate, hold there, and then he bounces up and down one more time before he rolls back. So let me try to do that. So he's going to be, um, again, I'm guessing it, and this is of course based on my review of animation and studying, or my maybe filming the ball. So I'm gonna say he's going to take about, he won't take a whole second, so I could give it about less than 10 frames for it to come over here, and then maybe come up and down one more time. So now I can just make it jump up, and another jump right there. I'm pressing S on my keyboard, so it comes on pum pum, very fast, pum pum. Hold there for a moment, then I let it rotate. Actually, you need to let it land for a moment there. Hold my frame before it rotates. I'll delete this guy. I'm gonna just let it hold there for a few frames, then I make him rotate. Some people will do a crash zoom onto that bucket. I probably will do some sort of colliding. So the moment that he turns, I'm gonna give it about a second. So 118 plus 24 is 42. Someone's gonna wait, let it hold there, and that's enough time for the audience to focus on the object. Then he's going to bounce one more time. So let's preview it. It's a little too fast, so I'm just gonna slow it down. So I'm gonna move these keyframes a little bit. And then he comes, wait a few fraction, and then he's going to roll back. At this moment, I'm going to make him pull back on movement here, but the roll is going to happen with the ball geo group from 154 to 160. See how it goes from 154 to 160. That way he rolled back. Again, I'm blocking only because I'm not doing squash and stretch yet. Hold. I'm gonna hold a bit longer, for kind of half a second almost, a bit more probably, and then hold, and make sure to put a hold on the squash too, and then he jumps off. I'm going to make it roll forward on the geo there. I'm gonna let it continue moving forward and downwards. Let me just see the timing. So roughly, it's a bit slow in this flying off. So I'm going to change, holding shift, pull back some of the frames there. I can make it hold a bit longer. I'll make sure to click on both. I think it seems to be needing to continue rotating. So we get to see full rotation of him. And probably the time that I'm waiting on the wind up, I can use it for exaggeration and anticipation. I think that I'm going to, when it goes up, I'm going to push it a bit higher. Notice how the ball is about to lose its marker. So I'm gonna have to move this guy. Now let me click on it and grab it here. Pillar number 1. I'm gonna move it to the right a little bit more. Maybe this one too. That way, it seems that it's going to be landing there. And I'm going to cut before, say 119. So actually 190. So I'm going to select my camera and change my frame range actually from 97 to 190. So I'm going to change my frame range right there. I'm just going to increment the save there.